Welcome back, everybody. It is a brand new day. It's Tuesday, February 21st. It's currently 7:46 in the morning. A couple of things I want to mention and say about this day. You know how like when you have a doctor tell you something and you're like, yeah, whatever. You're a doctor, like you don't fully understand it, and they're like, well, cook dinner at a certain time. If it's dinner time, cook dinner time. And then there's other doctors or the same doctors that'll contradict and be like, well, cook in the morning. Okay, that's fine. You know? But you don't really, like, you trust your doctors on certain things, but when you find people in, like, your community where, like, it makes sense and then, like, what you're doing doesn't sound crazy, um, like, you think that it's, like, crazy to you or whatever, but because of, like, society and stuff like that tells you gotta do a certain way. Um, so, like, when you find people like you who, like, just have, like, not the same exact thing, but, like, illnesses or like endometriosis or like muscular dystrophy or like spinal bifida or like MS or like POTS or like literally like just anybody that would like understand. And I'm not saying we're all the same, but um, you know, you're just like, okay, so I'm not crazy, I'm not alone. So I don't have energy first thing in the morning when I wake up. Like I gotta take my meds. My medicine makes me tired, and I have to like sleep it off a little bit, and then like I'm up and I'm good and I'm ready to go, get the kids to school, and then like even then like I'm still exhausted. Like it's not just my medication at that point. It's just like my ability to be me, to do things. Like I'm limited on spoons, if you know like the spoon theory. So right now I do not have exactly a good amount of energy. I went to bed like really tired last night, but or like at normal time because I couldn't fall asleep beforehand. And then like last night I had like a really bad, like a decent sleep but really bad sleep at the same time. And then Daniel got up at 3. It like I don't know, it was noisy. And then because he's usually super quiet, and 90% of the time I don't even know that he's leaving. Well, then his car broke. Like his car wouldn't start, so he'd come back in and get my keys. His alarm went off not once but twice because he was trying to jump start it. Then he finally got jump started with my van. Came back like it was crazy. So I was up at like 3:30 with him, 3:30 with him, and then like I tried to go back to sleep, but it wasn't like good sleep. And then we were all up at like 5:30 ish this morning. So it was crazy. He's used to getting up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I am too sometimes, but not like when I'm set to get up. Like if I'm not scheduled to get up at that time. So where I'm going at with this is I am tired, but I have somewhat of energy. I'm gonna tell you right now, when Lex takes a nap at 10 o'clock, I'm gonna take a nap so I can be accounted for mentally, physically when I have to go through my therapy appointment over the phone at 1 o'clock. Daniel gets off at 1. I think he's replacing the hot water heater today. That's what he said he was gonna do. Um, anyways, my hands are clean. Before y'all go, oh my gosh, what the heck? And Lex is in here watching cartoons. The dogs are napping after having a good morning. So I'm not going to go in there and have them started and rallying and running and everything else. So currently, Sunday, we went and we picked up some odds and ends things to eat. Mostly what it was, like we did get spaghetti and things like that, but with our hot water heater going out and it being like cold outside, and I physically cannot do ice cold water, especially in the wintertime. Like I can drink it, but like having my hands go through it and wash, it just like my hands right now are really cold and I'm like double and triple layered up and I shouldn't be this cold. But basically we got things that didn't need and required a lot of plates because one, like, we'll use plastic plates and disposable plates and everything. Like, we use them at my grandmother's house. That's what she's been using for years. But if we can use less as possible, that's great. Especially with the price of everything going up and trying to be environmental friendly. Now, I'm not like an environmental friendliest person where I'm like 100% environmental friendly. But if you catch my drift, we got like some things to eat and whatnot until we were able to figure out when we was going to get the hot water heater put in place, when we were going to be able to borrow some of the tools to do it, because where we moved and just like getting our own house, like I know the tools that we needed, but it's just like it's kind of like a process, I guess you would say, like gathering tools. And if we can borrow them right now, we'll borrow them, and then going straight out buying them. Makes sense? Like, I would prefer to have my own tools, but at the same time, like, if you've got, like, for example, all within, like, a couple of weeks, our pipes blew, our sewage, like, got crazy, the hot water heater blew, and that's what was causing the leak by our washer and dryer. It's like, it's just been crazy. And and then, like, our furnace went out because our furnace was right next to the hot water heater, and we didn't think, like, it just didn't look like the hot water heater was leaking, and then found out it was leaking. So, have to do all that at once, especially when you have bills and stuff to take care of. It's just not, it's not there. But we got it. We're getting it all under control, situated. Things are in the uppity up, thanks to emergency funds and taxes and whatnot. So, that's good. All right, what I wanted to say was, I have two loaves of bread, and this thing, a bread that we got. This was $1.47 at Daniel. No, wait, I'm sorry. It was $1.10. I knew there was a sticker on the back. It was $1.10 up at Walmart, and we got an even bigger discount because, like, Daniel works there. I got the idea to make some peanut butter and jelly, but I wanted to go a little bit different this time. Usually we do grape or we do strawberry. Now, I'm pretty sure I am like 90% sure, maybe I didn't, but I'm like 90% sure that I got the peanut butter and jelly together in like the container. I can't find it. So, I don't know if like the kids put it up for me or what. I'm not mad. But I got strawberry, and I got this. They had cotton candy, and they had another one. But this one is a Star Glitter blue raspberry flavored fruit spread. I was the first one to try this, and it was really good. I want to try something different, mix it up, make it fun. And then I got a jar of peanut butter. I have another big thing of peanut butter, but at that point with this one, or with that one, it's too big for me to carry. So I'm going to leave that one for like having to get their dog medication and treats and stuff like that, and just stick to this little jar because I can move it. All right. My goal is I have 2 butter knives. The reason why I have 2 is because I don't want to cross-contaminate as much. Daniel has like a kind of like a OCD problem, I guess you would say, when it comes to like double, like going in peanut butter, spreading it, going like it's just how he is, especially with butter. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do as many as I can with each one. I'm gonna cut them in half. Reason why I got this is because I can do the peanut butter and jelly, and then all right. I have 2 containers. Lids are here. I'm just gonna fill them up with as many as I can and go from there. Like I said, I'm gonna be cutting them in half, unless it's this size, because these are pretty on their own. So I'm gonna start with this one first and go from there. So this is kind of like a sit down video with you guys, just catching up. I don't know what I'm gonna tell y'all. I had a really bad panic attack over the weekend. I don't know. Trying to say this the best way I can without sounding like rude and hateful, but kids can drive you to the brink of insanity, especially when you deal with them day in and day out, and they have their own things going on where it's like trying to say this as nicely as I can because I love my kids to death. I wouldn't want anything to happen to them in the sense of like, you guys think that I hate them and I don't want them. But when you have like kids with like ADHD or ODD or like combination of both, or impulse control issues, or like emotional problems, and like just refusing being like all mixed together, or like I can't remember, like maybe the term's high functioning autism, I don't know, but like you have kids that are just like, they're more needing than, you know, like other kids that don't have things wrong with them. And I'm not saying like there's kids that are like perfect that don't have anything wrong with them. Like every kid, like we're all different. We all have our things. But, you know, like autism and Down syndrome and, you know, like GI tubes and special needs kids and stuff like that. Like I was a special needs kid. I still technically am as an adult. I've got my muscular dystrophy, my CMT. That is me. Like I was a special needs kid. But at the same time, I did not try to cause my family into a brink of insanity. That was them with their just emotions and problems and hatred towards me because I was being, you know, I'm not going to go into that. But anyways, like when it's day in and day out and they refuse to like try to at least change or get along, when like they try to make you look crazy and you know you're not, and they say that you said things and you didn't, and you said, and they're like, you didn't say things but you did, and you know, like, you know, you did. And then like you know, like men don't really listen either. Yeah, but so I had that, and then I had the kids driving me to the brink of insanity, and then I had my ex-husband want to meet me at my attorney's office, and I don't want to do that. I'm trying not to talk about that until I talk to my therapist. But I have a lot of PTSD from that abusive, both physically, mentally, sexually, and everything else. It's just that I don't want to do that. But at the same time, if that's the only way I can get this divorce going, I'm gonna have to. And I'm waiting on my attorney to talk to me that. So like I had a lot of things just drive me to the point of where I had an emotional breakdown for 3 days. It was Friday, Saturday, and no, I'm sorry, it was Thursday started it, right after getting off the phone with the court and having my my ex contact me about it. But Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And Friday, Daniel had to leave to go to a family event for his grandpa's celebration of life. So I was by myself, and I lost it. Anyways, talked to my therapist about it Friday night, and she wanted me to get off my medication, but I'm like, no. You don't understand. You talked to me, and I've told you I've had panic attacks before my medication. I've told you the things that trigger it. I've also told you that my panic attacks are not all the time. It's over a while, and everything just piles up. No matter how much I talk about it, no matter how much I like get away from it, no matter how much, you know, somewhat self-care. Like I have a toddler, and life is, you plan things, you know, you try to get things figured out and straightened and everything like that. And then what happens? You think everything's going great, and then boom, something happens. You know, and then I'm not saying my support system's bad. It's really not. However, I can't just up and leave for 3 days to get away, because like I have to do like at least 2-3 days. Like, you know, yes, getting a few hours away from, you know, kids and stuff like that, it's needed. To get away from everyday life, it's needed. But in order to fully reboot, you're gonna need more than just a couple hours or a night to yourself. And I know that I know you guys are gonna be like, but Destiny, you get what you get. No, I do get nights every once in a while where somebody has the kid or Daniel takes the kids. But in order for me to 100%, or at least 50% recover, I have to be able to recharge on my, like, I've got to. Especially with, like, everything mentally that's going on, and I've learned that, like, my anxiety is bad because of everything, and, I'm gonna do this one first. But, you know, like, it's bad. So, you know, I can't just take 3 days off when Daniel works 5 days a week. And he's only off Sunday and Monday. So, I would have to come back. I would have to wait until I'd have to wait until whatever time he was scheduled off, or to get off on Thursday, or on Saturday, to then go from there, leave, be gone Sunday, but Sunday is our church day. Sunday is the day I spend it with my grandmother. Sunday is also the day that the kids get to see their grandmother, or Saturday, depending, you know, because it's the weekend. But Saturday is really the day that is our family day, and that's when we spend it with my grandmother. And my grandmother doesn't hold anything above me. She don't, like, it's nothing like that. It's not an obligation either. It's the fact that she's my grandmother. She raised me. She's almost 80 years old. That's my mom. So giving away completely is not going to happen. And then, yeah, Daniel's off on Mondays, but at the same time, like, Mondays is when we schedule appointments. So Mondays, because Daniel's off, because of after the pandemic and everything, because of the pandemic, I don't think I'm going to cut these. I'm not going to cut these. Well, I'm going to cut some for Lex, but I just, like, it, I don't know. And we try to save Daniel's off days. Like, we try to save Daniel's, like, extra days for when he absolutely has to take it. Like, he's sick and he physically can't come into work. Or, you know, something of the sort. And that's not Daniel. Like, it makes sense. Like, I'm not going to have him take off just for my mental health as much as I would love to, in a sense. But it's just not feasible. So, there's that. You know, it just, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But anyways, like, I have my panic attacks, and it happens, and I have to talk to my therapist about that more, because she'd be like, let's go over and talk about your panic attacks. And then she would sit there and be like, what do you mean you have panic attacks? And I'm like, I told you. And then she goes, well, we talked about, but we never talked about, like, what makes you think they're a panic attack? What makes you think they're this? What makes you think of that? So, Friday, when I had my panic attack, I was messaging her, and I was like, hey, this is what's going on, this is what's going on, this is what I'm doing. Like, these are my thoughts that's flooding my brain, this is this and this, and I was like, I'm about to walk away. You know, I'm sitting here shaking on the floor, I'm, like, rocking back and forth, everything in between. So then she calls me, and she was like, yeah, that's definitely a panic attack. Well, anyways, needless to say, I'm going to continue to talk about this with her and tell her it's not my medication. It's not. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm stuck in this catch-22 of, I really don't know what to do. I'm in this, like, middle of, Destiny, what the heck do you do? Because coping and everything's perfectly fine. Me doing everything on my end to get out of this situation and everything, that's great. I'm trying. I'm really, really trying to, you know, make light, but I'm really trying to fix this situation of what's going on. However, when you've got your kids that lie to their therapist and say it's not them, that it's me, when hands down, it's not me, and they go and they lie and make things up, like, legitimately, it's the attention deficit, or it's like the attention deficit, and they'll go and say things and are not true. And then somebody will come and check it out, and they're like, yeah, you have electric. Like, yeah, here's all my past bills. Like, it's all on my phone. Look, I'll even pull it up on our bank accounts. Like, we've never missed a payment. Thank God. We've never missed a payment on our mortgage, our car, our vehicles, or our electric, our water, our internet, so they could, have internet for school and whatnot. It's not us. Like, they just want attention. I'm like, I don't understand it. I want to understand it. I don't understand it. But then that stresses you out. And I told my therapist, and I told the kids' therapist, I was like, I have this fear of, it's not me, but I have this like thing of, is my ex-husband going to be following me somewhere? I don't want him knowing our vehicle. I specifically got another vehicle, A, because I needed it, but 2, because I didn't want him knowing what we drove. And I said, I was like, I have this like fear of, is like a social worker gonna be following me to figure out how I react with the kids and how, outside of, outside and everything, because I don't know, like, is it to that point? Like, I don't know. And I shouldn't have to be like this, because I'm not a bad mother. I do not neglect my kids. Like, I'm not saying that on here. I do not neglect my kids. My kids are fed. My kids are bathed. My kids always have clean clothes. My kids are always, like, they do get dirty. Like, playing outside, they get dirty, but they do get clean. They are educationally smart, because why? I taught them that. I make sure that they're to their appointments, except the past 2 where I've made appointments and then we always end up having the stomach bug or like the flu, and we couldn't come in, and we were like bedridden. But it's just a thing. It's like, what do you do? Because I don't know what to do. I just got through with the whole wheat bread, so that's good. I'm glad there. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm debating. I think what I'm going to do is let me see how many I've got here. One, 2. I could have put those over here. Alright. 3. And I have a plate, by the way. But it's just like that thing. Why? I shouldn't have to live in constant anxiety because of this. So here's 4, 5, and I have an extra piece of bread. That's fun. So I have 5. I think I'm going to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I'm going to do 2 of these in the blue raspberry, and I'm going to open up the jelly. If I can. If I cannot open up that jelly at all, I'm going to have to wait till Daniel gets home. But, it's, I don't know how to explain that. I don't know. Other things that happened this week. Let's see. Lex is turning 3 in a couple of days. He'll be 3 in 12 days. Makes me feel just like really not, I can't say crazy, but it's hard to believe that it seems just like yesterday we were going through the pandemic of 2020, and it feels like yesterday I had a, I keep want to say he was 14 days old, but 10. He was like a week. It was like between 7 and 10 days when the pandemic happened. But, it just, I don't know, man. He's about to be 3. It's just like, it blows my mind how crazy that is. Like, I would never, I know, I can't say I would never think he's going to be 3. Like, I knew it was coming, but I don't know. As a mom, as much as you like mentally prepare, you don't mentally fully prepare. And I'm trying to do this ever so graciously. By the way, by going ahead and making these peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, these are good in the refrigerator for 10 days. What's up, Bubby? You want one?
Yeah. Cheese.
I don't have cheese. I have peanut butter and jelly. Yeah. Let me know when you're done. I'll clean you off, okay?
Okay.
That's that blue raspberry you tried the other day, Bubby.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just, I don't know. It's just so crazy. Is it good?
Yeah.
You like it? Just grumpy, umptious?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good. What else is there to talk about in the world of history of news? I feel like there's some things I was going to tell you. What was it? I want to show you what this looks like. What I was saying was by having these peanut butter and jelly sandwiches made, I'm going to spread these out. Spread this out first before I show you. Well, no, because I don't have peanut butter in it. But this is what it looks like. It's like blue and it's like glittery and sparkly. It's got, I think stars. Yeah, it's got stars in it, and it's like it's the edible, like sprinkles and glitter and whatnot. But what I was trying to say was, with having these already made, one, they last 10 days in the refrigerator. Two, my family can put away some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Three, they're inexpensive to make. Four, they're really good for me with like this whole dieting thing of, I have my carbs, I have my protein, and I have something sweet. I am a sweet person. I love sweet stuff. That's just me. That's just how I roll. You see it? See the glitter in it? And the stars. But that, like I said, that's just me. That's how I roll. I'm gonna spread this one and cut them. But yeah, it just gives me like an all-in-one punch. Now, will one peanut butter and jelly sandwich fill me up? No, it's not. However, I'm to that point where I'm trying to teach myself when I eat that I don't have to eat to where I feel sick. I don't have to eat to where I feel guilty. And it's not a thing of something I was raised with or anything like that. It's nothing like that at all. What it is I feel bad for like wasting food. And I think we all kind of get like that, because ultimately you don't want to waste food. That's just that. So what I'm doing now is I'm getting smaller portions. So like, if it says that, say for instance, if it says like 1 cup of mac and cheese is a serving, I get half a cup of mac and cheese. So then if I want to, which I usually I do, when I do under like what it says, I'll get the other half. 2 portions, two bowls, 2 plates for 1 portion. Then it's just tricking yourself to thinking you got more than what you did. That makes sense. And then so I do that, and then also what I'm doing is, if I do eat like 1 peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which like I'm using this as a reference, I know I'm supposed to have 1 peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I know that I ate. I know that I'm not starving. I'm not hungry. Like, I may feel like it, but I am full. I am fed. I am fine. Does that make sense? And this little booger is gonna drive me insane. So yeah, I know I'm okay. I know I'm okay. I shouldn't have cut these on an angle. This one I cut it at an angle and I'm just like, why did you do that? You know? Hi, Destiny, why? Why did you do that? Alright. So then, is it good, Bobby? Yeah. Yeah? I'm glad you like it. Alright, on to the strawberry. Let me see if I get the strawberry open. Huh? Yeah, you can eat it. Whew, there we go. Alright. Strawberries open. So, oh, that smells so good. What? Wait here, baby. What? I heard it too. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. I'm just gonna cut it in half and make it one. I do that. I like, you know, I do toddler sandwiches like that or whatever, like making the bread stretch longer. But for the sake of trying to go through all this bread. What, baby? You done? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna put it over here, okay? But yeah, I'm trying to accomplish the things that I want to accomplish and feel great about it and feel like I've done something. You know, it's just been a toxic couple of days. It's been toxic. I don't know how to explain that. Put this on here. I don't know. But, you know, it's just, I don't know. I'm trying my hardest to cope, I guess you would say. Try to be fine with life. Probably gonna end this here. That I do like a little sit down. Oh, I am going to, I am going to get back into purging some more of my house. I'm not doing that right now. My joints hurt. I haven't worked out either in like a week, give or take. Like since sometime last week. I haven't been feeling too hot. And I haven't, I'm trying to say this with much love. I haven't felt okay mentally and just everything in between. My body's been hurting. I fell quite a few times past couple of weeks too, so that doesn't help. I will say that, but I don't know. I'm gonna try to get back into getting on the bike I'm gonna try getting on the bike for like 10 minutes and just push myself and go from there. Bike for 10 minutes and when I say the bike, I'm talking about the stationary bike. I physically cannot ride a regular bike. I can't. I don't have the balance or the leg muscles or the body strength to hold up a bike. So I have to do stationary. Oh, I downloaded the Wii game. Not the Wii game. I downloaded the Nintendo version of the Wii Switch. I downloaded the Nintendo Switch version of the Wii Sports. So we've been playing that. Mostly the kids, but we've been playing that. And downloaded the Just Dance 23 Unlocked Limited Edition pack. It was $70, but if you think about it, that unlimited pack, you get all of, like, You get all the ones that the Switch had. So you get like the limited edition 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023 for like $70. But if you think about it, the 2018 alone is $100 because it's like a limited edition. It's a rare copy. The 2022 is still considered new. 2023 is still really new. You know, so like all in all, you get a really good price for it. And we've been playing the boxing game. So, you know, it's just trying to have fun with the family and trying to figure out things to do while it's cold. Thank God it's starting to warm up because I'm going nuts from being cold. You need to go up here for a minute. Alright, I'm going to hop off of here, finish as much of these up as I can. And I will see y'all next time. Bye, guys. Let me show you real quick. I'm getting jelly all over me. Here's one down. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do these. Leave these two and some of these for like smaller sandwiches for like the kids with like some pieces of lunch meat and whatnot. So I'm probably going to do like half this pack and then call it a day on that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, give us a big thumbs up. Bye, guys.